Today was July 30th, 2017 when I decided to go to a summer program called Careers in Public Health at Loma Linda University. During the 4-day program, I did a lot of praying, just asking God to tell me where I should really be heading in my life. And I was really interested in Loma Linda's nutrition concentration that they had in public health. I went home that day and I started the application. With only a month before the deadline of the application, I told myself, well, I guess I can go ahead and give it a try and see if this is really where God is trying to lead me. So I went home, I started working on the application, and as I started to look at the different concentrations of different programs that they offered in public health, I came across Global Health, and Global Health was a program that didn't require me to have all the sciences that I needed to enter the program. So I went ahead and I decided to go apply for that specific concentration. I was really excited about the program. I was really looking forward to this program. I had done a lot of research. Now with only about 3 weeks left, I sent in everything. And of course, my application was not finished until my letters of recommendation as well as my transcripts had all arrived. So anxiously I waited for everything to arrive, and then everything had arrived but one transcript. So I waited there impatiently. I called them to see if they had received my transcript. I called the service application people and they told me they hadn't received anything, and then the day ended and no transcript ever came. This was all happening on a Friday, and on Monday, since I was keeping in contact with Loma Linda's recruiter, I emailed him and I told him, well, I understand that the deadline has closed for this fall, but I was wondering what I could do for the following quarter to still be able to apply. He quickly sent me an email and told me, what we can do is we can email SOFAS. I'll go ahead and email SOFAS, which is a service application, and let them know to still send over your application even though it's late. And sure enough, 3 days later, Loma Linda received my application. Now with only 1 week left before the registration deadline of the program, I'm supposed to complete this second application. So quickly, once again, I'm working hard trying to complete the second application, and not even being completed with it, I received a letter of acceptance from Loma Linda University. And I was just so shocked that this had occurred, and in disbelief, I just knew that this was really God leading my life. Now only 4 days left before the registration date, I am required to do a whole medical clearance form. I'm thinking, okay, how in the world am I ever going to get a doctor's appointment within 4 days if my doctor won't even give an appointment to me within a week? Either way, I continue in faith and I call them and they tell me, okay, do you have time to come in today? I was in so much shock once again that they would be even willing to give me an appointment on the same day. On Wednesday, I returned back to the doctor just to have my TB test reading, and I was hoping to also have all my medical clearance completed. So I went in, I got my TB test reading, and the nurse had told me that my titer test result had not yet come in. I took this time to just pray while I was there, and I got the sense of peace telling me that everything was going to be okay. So I look up to the nurse and I tell her, can you just go check one more time for me? And she leaves the room, goes and checks, and within 10 minutes she returns and she hands me a packet of papers, and she tells me, here you go. And I look at her in disbelief, see my medical clearance forms in my hand, and I ask her, even the titer blood test results? And she tells me, yep, you're all set, you're ready to go. And At that moment, I was in so much shock just looking at her, and I couldn't even thank her from just being in so much disbelief that my titer test blood result was able to come within a day when usually it can take up to 3 to 4 days. I go back home and I quickly get on to sending my medical clearance forms to Loma Linda. Loma Linda quickly receives it and tells me that I've been cleared, and now I'm able to register for my classes. So quickly now I get on to registering for my classes, and then I realize that my financial aid had not processed yet. So still one day before the deadline, I call Loma Linda University, their financial aid office, to see what's going on, and I'm on the line for 45 minutes and yet I'm not getting any pickup. So eventually I give up and I hung up, and an hour later they call me and they tell me, oh, we're just calling to let you know that you've been financially cleared. You have some loans and you can go into your portal and accept whatever reward you want to accept. So once again, complete shock. I go log in on my portal and I accept the award that I need, and at that point I'm just feeling, wow, I can't believe this is all happening. Within a month I'm able to complete all this, and I finished the process, and then on the screen I just read, congratulations, you've been registered. And at that moment I just felt like this whole weight had fallen off my shoulders. God showed me a lot of miracles along the whole way and was able to get me into the program that He really knew was best for me. If it were me, just a few years back when I was an undergraduate freshman, I would tell myself to always have faith, to focus on the positives and never dwell on the negatives, and to always know that there is a bigger plan for you. In the end, it's not going to matter how many breaths you take, but how many moments take your breath away.